Now, since there's not a whole lot of news going on in this sector, and there hasn't been in quite some time, you get a lot of channels that will pop up and will theorize. Now, I'm not against theorize at all. I will flat out say that majority of the theories when it comes to the Idaho 4 have been completely goofy. Well, recently, Harsh Reality did a video about another creator. Well, he didn't really do a video about him, but about the topic another creator named We Know What You did on a recent video involving the tip line. And I do want to kind of take a look at this. Harsh kind of brought it up, and since there's nothing else to do, we're going to go ahead and take a look at it, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on this video, because it does bring up some interesting theories, but it also brings up a lot of blobby shit. We'll talk about that. I'm thejbgunner. This is Crime Time. Let's do it.
Bring it back.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning and happy new week here on the channel. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic start to your week. I'm thejbgunner, and this is Crime Time. Now, before we get started with this video, let me first and foremost say thank you to everybody that supports the channel. Any of my channels, regardless of the channel and platform and method you use, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo, PayPal. Truth is, guys, I couldn't do this each and every day as often as I do if it wasn't for you, the Gun Squad. Big shout out to you guys. Love you so much. And if you too find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. Show some love, show some support, join the Gun Squad today. I will say this, that I am considering coming over here and doing a hour or 2 hour stream. I know this isn't my live stream channel, but I am considering coming over here and giving you guys a little bit of attention. Maybe sometime this week. We'll see what's going on. There's just not news, so it'll basically just be you and me shooting the shit. By the way, while you're down there joining the Gun Squad, feel free to check out my other content if you're not a snowflake, my political channel, my live stream channel. But if you're one of the wokies, I wouldn't advise you to go do it. Not even close. Guys, we're going to talk about a video, a channel. And look, I'm not going to badmouth anybody here. That's not my intentions with this. There's a lot of people I will badmouth, but this, people that's just creating theories and playing the game of Clue, just like all of us are, I'm not going to sit here and badmouth too often. But I'm going to use this as an example of why I tell you, do not recommend videos to me in my comment section. I do not watch other YouTubers. I do, but all in the political world. In the true crime world, I watch people like Harsh. And the reason for that is because it's a tightrope. You got to find people that believe in innocent until proven guilty, but yet don't embrace illogical conspiracy theories. The other YouTube channels are pointless to watch. The Gray Hughes, all the Tylers, and the reason JLRs, the reason I say this is because they've already convicted him. If I wanted to just see mainstream news, I'd just watch the news, right? There's no difference between watching News Nation and then all of those pro-Koberger guilt channels. If you're just going to watch someone that goes with the official narrative, then why not just watch the news? Why watch Gray Hughes? Why watch all of the people that convict him? What's the point in them doing an hour-long video essentially pushing forth the narrative that News Nation and Bumfield and Coopenduper just gave me in 5 minutes or less? Do you see my point? The only reason to watch these videos is to maybe think outside the box. Problem is when you get people to think outside the box, sometimes they come up with crazy theories that make you look crazy just because you're simply an innocent until proven guilty type of motherfucker. But anyways, this is an example of one of those things. Now, I believe in free speech. People have the freedom to put out whatever the fuck they want to do. So if this is this guy's fun, his enjoyment, how he chooses to build a channel, I'm not against that at all. He can do that. Harsh, like I said, he talked about it recently. And just a few things from Harsh before we get into this other guy's video. Let's just listen to Harsh for just a second.
We're also led to believe that there's potentially a dead dog in the video. I can't see that. I can't see it at all. I can see what appears to be blobs.
Blobs.
And nobody can tell me that under a blob is a certain thing. What I want to see is the certain thing, not a blob with writing telling me that under the blob is a certain thing. It goes on to say that there is what they feel appears to be a dead body in the road, again hidden under a blob of light, a blob of light that apparently if you adjust the blobbiness of the blob, you can see. I failed to be able to see that.
Now the reason I played that clip is because Harsh Reality in his video, basically that's the gist of the video we're about to watch, and he's completely right. And so you get these people at home that are like, oh, and they don't think about the logic or common sense behind the thing. Oh, there's dead bodies and dead dogs under the blobs. And it's like, bro, this is worse than the goddamn tunnels theory. You understand that if there was dead bodies laying in the middle of the street and dead dogs and shit like that, like, that would be news, right? You wouldn't be able to hold that kind of secrecy in. But in these people's minds, the police are just driving around, there's dead bodies in the street, nobody's paying attention. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to leave that there for just a second. Because I don't think people think these things through when they make these types of accusations or insinuations, right? But anyway, we're going to go here. And I'm sorry, we are just recording. It is early in the morning. I haven't started my work day yet. Haven't started my day yet, but I figured I'd give you guys the first video of the day. But anyway, let's go to the video at hand. We're talking about what would you do. And here's the thing. Since Harsh has posted this video, this is how I know a lot of you guys are crazy. This is why I know a lot of you guys are crazy and I don't necessarily like commenters. And I had some, because the dude's already gained 200 subs since then. So people are like, oh, crazy theories? Yeah, let me go to it. Like this, and I don't know if you can tell, but anyway, somebody in my comment section wrote to me the other day. They're like, you hate commenters because you're weak. No, I've been on this platform this is now my 18th year. I'm used to commenters. I just am immune. I'm allergic to stupid shit. That is the only comments that anger me. You could talk bad about me in comments all day long. You could suck my dick. But when I see comments like the one I posted on my community tab yesterday, you see the retardation in people. And I despise retardation. I'm not one of these bleeding heart liberals. I think retardation and mental health, I think we need to make asylums great again. That's how I feel, truthfully. So no, I don't fear comments. I just don't like them. I love all the chicks. I love flirting back and forth with them. I love logical comments and logical assessments of things. But there's a lot of people. And all you got to do is look, like I said, at my community tab where I consistently make fun of these people and see the comments. Some of the most uneducated motherfuckers that's walking the planet today. Okay, let's get to this. It says, all right, that's just a quote, but we're going to get to this. It says, this video explores the body cam footage of two officers of the Moscow, Idaho Police Department captured the morning of the crime against 4 Idaho students, now known sadly as the Idaho 4. The officers were conducting an alcohol violation stop involving 3 students. Normal collegiate shit. The stop was conducted in the approximate time frame of the crime. And no, it wasn't. It was an hour before it. And, well, an hour of the official narrative of the time. And at a location approximately 500 feet away from the site thought to be the crime. I'll let it pass. So I probably shouldn't have paused. I probably should have just let it go and trusted him. He had it on there long enough. This is publicly available footage. I'm responsible for none of the images, blah, blah, blah. I should have clicked it. So anyway, we're going to get some footage. Now, let's pay attention, and we're going to follow the narrative that's trying to be told throughout this video. He said appreciation is given to JLR. That shows you right where we're at. That shows you right where we're at. Early in the investigation of the quadruple homicide of the 4 Idaho University students, Moscow Police Chief James Fry, without leads, appealed for the public's help. Let's check this out. The footage.
We're reviewing video that has been collected, but we are asking citizens to contact us with any information you may have that will help in this investigation.
Yes, this was like day 1 or day 2. He says, you yourself, as chief of the department, at whose desk the buck stops, had video camera footage of the entire area of the crime scene at the time the crime took place. Now, I want to say right off the jump, this is the first incorrect statement that was made. To believe that the police have video footage of the entire area around it is laughable. So in your opinion, they basically got the murderers on tape. Look, yes, we live in 1984 Orwellian society where cameras are everywhere. However, they didn't get everything recorded. This belief that there's just cameras on everything at all the time in this small Moscow town and the small police department has access to 24-hour surveillance over everybody is pretty much, it's inaccurate to say the least. Let's just say that. It's inaccurate to say the least. Let's see what else he says. A lot of this is going to be reading, but we get clips through this. Of course, emoji. But I'm guessing you knew that. I just guess you figured we knew that. Oh, none of that makes sense. Let's go on a ride along the department to see if we can find any clues to this case. All Fry's got is an insufficient quantity of touch DNA. Can it be all there is? Was nothing out of place in the area? Now, let me just say this. Clearly, there's more to the story, but I want to say this about all of you. The people at home, the content creators, including myself, okay? I am pro-police, but I'm not a bootlicker. I do not believe everything they say. I 100% understand police and governments lie. If you believe your government has never lied to you, you're a goddamn fool. Less than 50% of our homicides are solved, and the truth of this is the public at large does not know every detail of every case because it's none of your goddamn business. But when it comes to situations like this, I find it laughable that just some random motherfucker sitting at home with the PlayStation controller in their hand, blah, blah, blah. They think they know more than the FBI or the investigative team. And listen, those people are corrupt, and those people do make a lot of mistakes, and I believe they made one in the Brian Kohlberger thing. But like I said, this weird theory where there's just random people at home like, I got clues that no one else has got. It's laughable to me. Have you seen what's under the blob? It's laughable to me. Just some random motherfucker at home, barely able to make $12 an hour, is sitting here, and that's in states where the minimum wage is like $16 an hour. They can barely make 12. These motherfuckers feel all of a sudden they're Inspector Gadget. It's one of the most laughable situations I've ever seen. And that goes for all the people. That even goes for the YouTubers. See, I'm not an investigator. I'm not a detective. I don't care if this case ever gets solved or not. I am what's called a YouTube commentator. I am typically a political commentator, but I also comment on crimes and things that I think make this country, well, let's just say not great again. So I'm just a commentator. I'm just a dude providing commentary on shit that I see. All of you are the ones that think you're goddamn detectives and shit like that. Let's go. But shit like this, you know. All right, let's continue. I wish you would. All right, I probably should have just left that up, but here we go. The driver's side view. Let's see the big stuff. Let's see the big stuff. The footage. There's nothing. I want you to see. Okay. Now, this is the footage that they're talking about. On the night that the police went to stop the kids. Now, you and me, when we look at this, we don't see anything special. We see clearly kids. They're going to go harass for a little bit. This is what we see when we see this image. Let's continue. Now, let's see what other people, kind of the weirdos in the comment section, see. Because these things really actually, this is the reason I don't like the theorists and I don't like the comments. Seems to be something laying in the road. Let's zoom in, he says. You mean light? Look, he says, looks to be something. Do you mean the lights? A group of people, drama, and yes, someone appears to be laying in the sidewalk. Now, you don't find that a little odd? You understand that's just light reflections and blobs. Those are just heavily pixelated images of light reflections. They're like, oh, there's Kaylee. How did Kaylee Gonzalez get in the middle of the road? Why did Kaylee cross the road to get to the other side? These people are nuts. Okay, do you guys see a body laying in the road, or just light reflection? Is that person on the sidewalk all right? He goes on to say, is it someone goofing around? Is it someone alive? Either way, thankfully, the police have arrived. Exactly. Do you see my point? Why I'm like, oh man, this shit gets crazy, right? The view as driver exits the passenger door. As driver gets out, we get a glimpse of what is in his hands. It is extremely disturbing. Fast forward if you haven't an iron stomach. An iron stomach? I mean that. I won't comment on these frames. Keep in mind, this is the supposed police vehicle. Oh, here we go. He said the driver got out the passenger door.
And I recall the past real vaguely.
All right, by the way, that's not the passenger door. That's the driver door.
I remember everything they'd say. Maybe thought that I was crazy, thinking that one day they'd see my name. Love being a loner, always moving closer. Knew exactly what I wanted to have.
Now watch this shit.
Older, chip all on my shoulder. Told myself I'm never.
You see what he's trying to say is in his hand, right? You see what he's trying to say is in his hand, right? Do you see the knife in that officer's hand? That's it. He must be the killer. That's a dead body in the street, and the cop just killed it. You know what I'm saying?
Looking back, and now I'm cold and distant.
Must be a knife, of course.
I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent.
It's a flashlight, for God's sakes, man. It's clearly a flashlight. Do you see what I'm saying? Look again. You guys know the long black police flashlights? That's exactly what it is. Look. Look, it's exactly what it is. It's what do you see it? Do you see it now? That's a fucking flashlight, man.
And you don't know my intent. And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. 'Cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you.
And it appears there's a dead dog here. Hold on, man. Now, so you gotta laugh. Sorry about the cut. I had jump cut. I had to do something real quick. You have to laugh at the concept that first there's a dead body, then there's a knife in the cop's hand, then there's a dead dog. You have to laugh at this kind of shit. Let's continue. A dead dog. So there's a shadow underneath the back of the car, and now there's a dead dog, according to this person. Quality entertainment, right? Everything that's in this video, by the way, is light and light reflections. Every last bit of everything you're watching. And we've seen this quite a lot. People, like, remember the 10-foot aliens in Miami last week? You guys, I didn't do the video on this channel. I did it on my news channel. Motherfuckers have lost their minds. Like, light reflections, people see what they want to see. So, you understand what I'm saying? And that's what we typically get out of stuff like this.
In the past, I'm sick of feeling like I just keep chasing, but that'll never be that fast. Just leave me alone, no,
Proceeding on the mission to the band field where the boys are expected, there's another hurdle in the road.
As it goes to all those opposed, I'm
What's the hurdle?
to show how to live life.
What, is this the ghost? Is this a ghost? What is that? It says, whenever bright blobs are found in this footage, there's usually more to the story. Enough tweaking will reveal what was covered. It won't be as clear or as undistorted as if it weren't covered by the bright erasure, but it's clear enough to make out what the item was. Good, let's check it out.
And you don't know my intent.
And by the way, and listen, this is no disrespect to that person. I don't respect channels that are, look, and I mean this wholeheartedly. I don't typically watch channels that at the very least are scared to put their face or at least voice out there, right? Any grown adult, if you're not willing to attach your name and face and voice to your message, then I don't take your message seriously. And I'm just saying that. And I know a lot of you guys don't feel the same way because you like to live anonymously on the internet so you can troll and all that weird, crazy shit. But I want you to understand, anytime someone doesn't tie their face and identity to a message, I feel like they're trolling. Whether it's in the comment section or on video, if you're not willing, because let's make something clear. I'm JB Gunner for a reason. My name is John Gunner Collins. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's easy to find me. I have donation links down below, which you can hit. It's easy to find out who I am. You see my face. You hear my voice. Hell, most of you know where I live. My point of this is that whenever someone is afraid to tie themselves to their content or their message, either A, they're overly worried that somehow they're going to be persecuted for it, which, look, I'm a conservative commentator. Nobody gets persecuted for their ideas more than conservative commentators. No one gets swatted more than conservative commentators. However, we're not talking about anything like that. You hear Drip Drop saying, my life's on the line for what I'm putting, shit like that. The point that I'm trying to make is that ultimately I'm a 43-year-old man. I can't look at another human unless as a man to man, that's not willing to put his face and name and identity to his opinions. If you're not willing to stand up in front of everybody and say, motherfucker, this is how I feel, I don't respect you. That's the truth. So even the people I don't necessarily like JLR, I have to respect him. He puts his face, his name to his shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so whether I like him or his content or not, he runs around here all day saying, my name is Jonathan Lee Riches, and it's legit. And he, just like me, don't care how much you background check and all this shit. We don't care. Because we genuinely, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you see the point? But people that do, like, so when we just see text on a screen, no actual commentary, no actual, because text can be misunderstood. I want to hear someone explain this theory to me. I want to see someone's facial body language as they're explaining it to me. Do you see what I'm saying? That is when I begin to respect and ultimately believe what someone is saying, if that makes sense.
And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, 'cause I'm
There appears to be a dead body under that shiny blob. And this is why I think people that don't connect their face to their, shit, I think they're just trolling. I think, with all due respect, that this channel is just a troll channel. It's just, that's why he won't connect his face to it, because he knows he's just putting out. And look, I don't know if he has connected his face to it. I don't know anything about this channel. But typically, he's like, I want to be able to say this outlandish shit without someone critiquing me specifically for this outlandish shit. We know they're moving the bodies through trees. My video, Where Was Ethan, captured evidence that looked very much like this. We know they were moving the bodies through the trees. Is he talking about the trees in the back? What the hell? We got them on top of the trees. We're swinging like monkeys. This ain't Compton. Uh-oh. Footage that has been manipulated as such as this has prior to release is not going to appear undistorted. That is, in fact, the point of said manipulation. But we're going to get an idea, which compared to other similar images, about which we know more is enough. Yeah, whatever, just continue. Where's my goddamn coffee? Of course. But the officer is unfazed by yet another body. He so there's two bodies and a dog. He seems so well prepared. Our earnest fellow spots the expected beer-drinking miner up ahead. He clears the bodies with ease of his way to the issue. So he's saying the cop is like, man, fuck these dead bodies and this dead dog. I need that dude with the beer. I'm gonna go fuck with the college kid with the beer. Fuck all these dead bodies lying around. I gotta issue my ticket, reach my quota. Ah, man. The suspicious sights he passes on his errand are many. He may, including the bodies to the trees, he may have thought them too unimportant to mention when he queried, if indeed he was queried, about any unusual activity he may have noticed while in the area of the crime. Yeah, he just left the two dead bodies out and the dead dog and at the scene of the approximate time of the crime. But if Chief Fry's appeal means anything, I'm guessing he wouldn't think of any. Oh, man. Oh, this is good shit. Quality shit. Come on with the shit. Here are a few of the suspicious things I spotted on our ride along. I'm sure you spotted many as well. The massive chutes. There are at least two chutes. The subject deserves its own video, he says. But here on Tyler Ave, although no one even appears to see it, is a huge green chute. Oh my God, the chute's killed everybody. One end feels in through the blue car's window and is covered by a drape. I have yet to find the other end. Is it translucent and there are people inside? Ooh. Good question, I guess. Is there people inside? What are we gonna see? What are we gonna see? The horrifically appareled and weaponed tree people. Moving them through the trees, baby. Moving them through the trees. By the way, this is 3:01 a.m. You realize this is why you understand this is why I hate the true crime community, right? I feel like I'm just wasting my morning. I could be jacking off the midget porn and eating, well, I've been on keto lately, so eating spinach and shit. But instead, I'm watching and providing commentary on this madness. The tree people. In the tunnels. The tree people in the tunnels. The group of people pulling bodies from the trees as sinister as procession passes. The group of people pulling bodies from the trees at 3 a.m. Oh, man. I'm done. I'm done with this whole bullshit. So there you have it, Chief. There are just a few of your tips, but of course you knew of them already. What? At least, at the very least, no one sees a massive shoot and not notice it. Don't piss on our collective leg and tell us it's raining, he goes on to say. What the hell? Hey, you gotta love the music he added to. You know what? Look. We know what you did. One of the greatest comedy channels, apparently, in our entire sector. Harsh, fuck you for making me watch this bullshit. You know, look, if you guys get into the weird shit and maybe you're one of them fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles under the house sewer drain type motherfuckers, feel free to go check them out. Since I used his content for content, I guess I'll promote his content. But let's be honest here. You, if you're a normal human being, you didn't see a dead dog. You didn't see 2 dead bodies. You didn't see a knife in the cop's hand. This is why I hate the true crime community. Despise it. At least in the political community, we already know that libtards are, libtards, retarded. Here, everybody, you gotta decipher through and see which true crimers are retarded, which ones are logical, which ones, you know what I mean? And it's a hard puzzle to put together. It's like literally playing Clue with a bunch of people that are just beating, autistic as fuck, and beating their heads on the wall. If you like what I do here and you find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. Support the channel. The more support, the more I'm likely to do live streams over here and give you guys a little bit more attention. I'm JB This is Crime Time. Let me know what you think about We Know What You Did and all this shit. To me, channels like this are for entertainment. It's not real commentary on the cases. Can we agree with that? Harsh, you just took 30 minutes of my life I can never get back. Motherfucker. I'm out. You got to stop the fucking tape.